Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Reality Is where words do come to life. Well, I saw an article and I tried to find it. It popped up on my phone, talk about Kim Foxx 86% approval rating. And I beg to differ. Um, and then as I was looking for it, um, I found another article that says Chicago business community leaders meet with state's attorney, demand answers about why repeat offenders seem to get back on the street easily. So, here is my take on all this. You, your office stalled for first time offenders, and you say you need more information, and you stall and you let people sit inside of Cook County from 3 years to 9 years. But it was stated that they ran out electronic monitors, but you let the ones that's always in the court system out on the street. So I'm starting to wonder, is this really a setup? Is our state's attorney office really in the business of finding out who's guilty and who's innocent? It leaves a lot to questioning. Now, the concern is mostly because businesses, probably most likely, is downtown, is making a stink, and that's where our elected officials seem to have the most concern. So if it's in the south side, if it's in the west side, it's not that much of a concern when the crime activity is high on the south and the west sides. But when it comes down to downtown, now it becomes an urgent matter. It's been urgent all the time. And I keep saying over and over again how flawed this system is. Now, our mayor, who seemed to have had everything under control, now things are out of control. Now she wants the federal government to step in. Here is my problem with all of this. The things that you all should go after, you don't. You ignored it. Now it's out of hand. The things that you should not have invested so much time, like your Jesse Smollett, even though people say, well, that it wasn't as important as children getting shot, women getting shot, Lyft drivers posing as sex traffickers, and crime is at an all-time high. That was the bottom of the totem pole. So you took all your efforts and put it on something that was maybe important, but not as important as what's happening in the city of Chicago. Election time is approaching quickly. And again, I've said this before. We put all the weight, the blame, the frustration, and the irritation on the police department. But I've come to learn they are a small, minute piece in the big puzzle. First of all, it is our state's attorney. Second is our judicial system. And thirdly is our mayor and our governor. So, inside those walls, you all don't have any programming. None. And if a person has been in 3 times, why would you let them back on the street? I'm not understanding. Now, I understand there was a point system, and it seems like that little point system and your little evaluation process don't work. You stall on one hand when you know people are innocent, and then the ones that you let out that you know are going to be repeat offenders, then you want to make an excuse for. History has shown they are repeat offenders. So why would you let them out? Why? Maybe you all may want to think about this. You want to bump up the curfew time to 7 o'clock. That's what you should do. And maybe you want to think about large groups hanging on the corners and stuff. Maybe you want to lock down some stuff. Have y'all thought about that? But you're really not caring about the South and the West sides. Your only concern is for downtown and potentially losing business. Well, if you look on social media, Chicago has become a spot where nobody wants to come to. So our elected officials are not doing what they need to do. So what's happening in this city is a reflection on you all. Your lackadaisiness, what you should do that you don't do, and what you don't do is what you should do and you don't do it. So help me to understand, why does the state's attorney office let out repeat offenders? Now you say for minor crimes and all that stuff. Well, if you look in somebody's record, and if you all was really doing your job, like you say you was doing your job, you would have known that they've been in there 3, 4 times. And each time they go in and come out, they go in and come out for a different crime. They just move on up the ladder and do something else. But you have no programming. And I'm going to tell you what the real problem is. I'll tell you what the real problem is. You put them back into the same environment. That's what you do. You put them back into the same environment. There is no in between whatsoever. You haven't did anything to provide. And let's face it, some people you can't save because they don't want to be saved. And I understand that. But you got a lot of people that's sitting inside of Cook County Jail waiting on the state's attorney office to do their job. And y'all wasting y'all damn time letting out these little petty ass criminals to go out and do it again. So you know what the problem is. You know who's the problem. Again, let me ask this question. Why do we have elected officials? Because you're not doing what you need to do. Y'all scared to put the hammer down. You're scared to do what you're supposed to do to make sure that people are safe. And you're not doing your job. You stall the process for those who sitting in Cook County Jail that could have been gone home. That is not a repeat offender one time. And the backstory shows that some of it was self-defense and some of them didn't do it, all this stuff. But your office stalled the process. And then you have the audacity to say, I have so many state's attorneys. I don't give a damn if you had 50,000 state's attorneys in your office. You are the head of the department. So you are accountable for every one of your state's attorneys, what they do and what they don't do. That is your accountability. Just like Chief Judge Timothy Evans is accountable for the judges. He is the chief judge. Just like the mayor of this city is accountable for what happens in this city. Just like the governor is accountable for what happened in the state. We have all these elected officials. Y'all make all these damn rules for stuff. And you find what you want to find when it hits close to home. You find what you want to find. When it affects downtown or up north, you instantly jump up and want to clean stuff up. But again, when it happened on the south and the west sides of Chicago, you got a blinded eye and a deaf ear. People getting shot at the bus stop. People getting shot in their living room, sitting down watching TV. Kids getting shot through cars. Y'all got all these damn cameras rolling. So you say, and I'm sure half of them don't even work. You got cameras. You got the officers with cameras. And red light cameras on every corner. Y'all can't catch nobody. You only was able to use the cameras and social media to catch when they was downstairs, downtown, tearing up the stores. That's when the cameras work. That's when you put your full task force to work. You put your full task force to work for Jesse Smollett. You put your full task force to work for R. Kelly. But you didn't put your full task force to work for the 7-year-olds and the 5-year-olds and the 10 years old, the mothers, the grandmothers, the uncles, the nieces, the nephews, the cousins. You ain't put your task force together for them. So election time is coming. Don't y'all get y'all asses on TV and say nothing. Not one thing. And Kim Foxx, you can't get no approval rating because your approvals suck. When I heard you, I was giving you the benefit of the doubt a little bit. The two times I heard you at Sankofa and I heard you at the Justice Advisory Council meeting. I gave you a little slack, but I take that back because you're accountable for what happens in your office with your other state's attorneys. Now, if y'all ass is that damn overwhelmed, you need to open up the employment and start hiring some folks so you can clear up this Cook County jail mess. Now, how is the resentencing working? Because you got organizations out here calling the number on that's presented on the web, and it goes to a voicemail. And a couple of organizations have said that they haven't had any return phone calls. So how are you gonna do that? January is right around the corner. How you gonna do that? Work on the resentencing. If you can't work on people that's in the Cook County Jail and get the process on through, you got all these discovery of what? How long do it take y'all ass to find out who did what, how they did it? It don't take you that long. You find what you want to find when you want to find it. But for black and brown, you stall the process, and that shit needs to cease. It needs to cease. Like yesterday, it needs to cease. So every chance I get, and I keep saying this over and over again, I'm going to be on here making some videos. And I'm going to wear y'all asses out because I'm tired. I'm tired of hearing the stories. I'm tired of mothers crying. I'm tired of children begging for their parents because of a system that is flawed. A system that fails to do what they should do, that they know right to do. And a system that let people out they should keep their asses in. And the one they should let out, they won't let out. I'm tired of it. I'm tired. So you all can't get on TV telling me nothing. Not the mayor, not Tony Prepwinkle, not Tom Dart. I don't want to hear nothing y'all got to say. Nothing. Because all of y'all are full of it. From the crown of your head to the sole of your feet. Ain't no way in the hell this city should be as chaotic as it is. Ain't no way in the hell. Y'all so busy filling your damn pockets and tending to the people that's in your close circles. Y'all done forgot your purpose. Your mission is to serve the people. You done forgot that. And all y'all think about is serving yourselves. I understand because I come from Cabrini Green myself. So I get it. You can't get it. You can't. Because if you really got it, Kim Foxx, we wouldn't have these issues that we have now. We wouldn't. If y'all really got it, if you understood conditions and what was going on, you all would be on a better path than what you are on now. Things will be much better. But instead of things getting better, they're getting worse by the day. People are not fearful of nothing anymore. Hence why they're doing what they're doing. Because y'all don't know what y'all doing. You listen to these funky ass consultants that's telling you all this stuff and they have no clue. They have no clue. And the people that you should listen to, you don't. And no reflection on pastor, but even some of the ministers y'all listen to, y'all should put them out too. Because half of them don't live in the city, they live in the suburbs. So let's call it what it is. Y'all sitting up here BSing. There's solution. There is a solution. Y'all don't want the solution. I'm convinced. Y'all don't want the solution. You like us killing us. You don't want the solution. You don't protect our communities. You want to protect our families and our kids, but you protect up north and downtown. That's a message within itself already. Whether you like it or not, it's the truth. Period. And I'm just sick of it. I'm totally sick of it. I'm totally sick of it. And it needs to change. So for every politician, election year is coming. This year and next year. If you think about running for office, you better think long and hard. Because I declare, when you come out, I'm coming too. And I'm coming strong and heavy. Every time y'all come out, if I see an ad, if I receive an email, if I see hear one on the radio, I'm coming out too. Because y'all not doing the job that you was voted in to do. You're not doing the job. Excuses is played out. They're like buttholes. Everybody have one. And y'all so full of it, it's pathetic. You don't want no solution to the problem. Y'all like what's going on. You destroy people's lives, especially the state's attorney's office. Nobody should sit in Cook County jail for 3 years. And you steady talking about we got to have discovery. How much shit you got to discover? Y'all didn't take Christopher Columbus for 7 days, so they say, to discover the United States. So why is taking y'all 3 years to a problem and an issue you have all the answers to? You know who did what, why they did it, how they did it, the reason and the purpose. And you know who's innocent and who's guilty. Y'all stall the process to keep money on those individuals that y'all have locked up. And some of these individuals have been set up and wrongfully convicted. And you all know that. This is why y'all doing the resentencing project. You know this. The evidence proved that, but y'all chose to ignore the evidence. Now, white folks get to go the hell home. They go home. But the black and brown, they don't get to go home. They don't. And this is the crap that pisses me off right here. And y'all got the audacity to stand before the people and say you understand. What the hell do y'all understand? What the hell do you know? How do you know how it feels to take your hard-earned money and send it into your family members that shouldn't have been in there from the get-go? They should have been home. And what should happen when you all screw up and you resentence and you find in this resentence, you find that people's wrongfully convicted and they got excessive sentencing from some crackhead judge who should not even given that length of time for something that was so simple because they was black? You don't teach your own a lesson. How dare you try to teach us a lesson? And they do worse crimes than we do. So before you all advertise and say another word and send another response about your approval rating, you should better check yourself first. Check yourself. Don't post nothing else about your approval rating because you don't got no approval rating. Your approval rating suck. Lightfoot suck too. Y'all ain't did nothing. Not a damn thing. Understand me when I say not nothing. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe.